This is Uma Shankar. Welcome to Sri Chaitanya. Yeah, this is season 2 JEE Main Sure Daily Series of that series 2. So far we have completed season 1 successfully. In season 2, here we are providing shortcuts and some of the tips, and apart from that, one test also. Test is either in the form of a grand test or full test or part test or topic wise test that we can provide. But your job is, please don't forget to check the description. You will get all the corresponding links of each and every examination, and with the details, key and solution also. You practice them very carefully. Okay, in series 2, this time our topic is indefinite integration. So in indefinite integration, today we are concentrating 5 concepts and simultaneously 5 different problems. Of course, problems may be 5 standard problems here we are concentrating, but all are very good applications here I am providing for you. They are very, very useful. But the concepts, questions behind these particular concepts are very, very important. Questions are coming guaranteed exclusively from indefinite integration based on these 5 concepts. Several times questions directly or indirectly, they are repeated and they will come even in February or March, April, May sessions also. And apart from that, I am providing a full test, which is test number 2. In season 2, series 1, already we have provided a full test 1. This is full test 2. Now my friends, the concept 1. Here this is called UE method or Euler's method, or I can say product rule of the indefinite integration. Suppose if f and g are two different functions, then what is the integration of product of these two functions? That is integration of f into g dx. Both are differentiable functions with respect to x. That is important because here dx is there, so all the functions are in x only. Say this is my first function and this is my second function. This is my first function and this is my second function. So you practice this formula like this. First function into integration of second function minus differentiation of first function into integration of second function whole integration. Like this you practice. If you are humming this formula in this way, you can get the results very easily and quickly. How to read it? First function into integration of second function. Here int means integration. SF means second function. So first function into integration of second function minus differentiation of first function into integration of second function whole integration dx. So the $1 million question is how to identify the first function and the second function. Since it is the first appeared function is the first function, the second obviously the second, no, that is not the case. So here identification of first and second function play a very good role in solving the problems, and several mixed conceptual or direct questions we can expect exclusively from this particular formula. So okay, here I am giving 2 rules. What are those rules? First, to select the first and second function, you follow this rule, ILATE. You have to follow the rule ILATE. I means inverse trigonometric. So among given 2 functions, suppose if a inverse trigonometric function is given for you, you consider that function as the first function. Among given 2 functions, suppose one function is inverse trigonometric, then you consider that as the first function. Next, suppose in the given 2 functions, L means logarithmic, I means inverse trigonometric, L means logarithmic, A means algebraic, T means just trigonometric. E means exponential. This is the concept of isolate. So, from the given two functions, which comes in this order, that you consider that as what? Your first function. Obviously, the rest becomes what? Your second function. So, that is the question here. For example, e power x into sin x is there. Suppose if you want to evaluate integration e power x into sin x. So, e power x is exponential and sin is a trigonometry. So, as per order, after trigonometry, e is there. So, you consider sin x as your what? First function and e power x as what? Second function. So, you write sin x into e power integration of e power x because, you consider trigonometric as what? First function and, right, yes. So, sin x as first function and e power x as what? Second function. For example, suppose if one of the given two functions are not directly integrable, then you consider that as the first function. See, for example, log x into log x is there. X into log x is there. Actually, x into log x, it is a logarithmic function and x is the algebraic function. What is the order? Order is first logarithm comes first. So, you consider log x as your first function and x as what? Second function. Or since log x has no integration formula, because so far till UV method we have concentrated on the peculiar formula. Since we know what is about integration of x, we don't know how to find log x. So, in that case, what to do? Then in that case, you consider log x as your first function and x as what? Your second function. Now, third rule. If one of the two functions is not directly integrable and there is no second function, see, as I said just now, suppose integration log x. If I want to find integration log x. See, actually here two functions are not there. That is first point. And moreover, I have no idea how to find the logarithm of x. Because without this formula, it is not possible to derive the formula for log x, integration of log x. And moreover, there are only one function is there. So what I am doing is, I can write this as 1 into log x. So again, my problem becomes a product of two functions. Of that, since I don't have any idea about integration of log x, so I consider this as my first function and obviously this one as my what? Second function. So these kind of rules are there, and based on these rules we can write the problems or we can solve the problems very easily. This is about what? UV formula. Anyhow, my friends, the best formulas like integration of sin inverse x, cos inverse x, tan inverse x, cot inverse x, all inverse trigonometric, inverse hyperbolic trigonometric, logarithmic functions, the integrations of those peculiar functions can be derived only with the help of what? This UV method. But suppose this kind of question is given for you. Integration x power n into sin x is given for you. Suppose, and a particular example I am telling. Find integration x power 4 into sin x dx. So, as per rule, x is the algebraic function and sin x is what? Trigonometric function. So, as per rule, algebraic function comes first and a trigonometric function comes later. So, you consider algebraic function, that is x power 4, as your first function and sin x as your second function. So, you have to apply first function into integration of sin x minus differentiation of first function, that is d by dx of x power 4 into integration of second function, that is integration of sin x dx whole integration. This is the way you have to write. Again, after simplification also, you can get this as x cube into sin x or cos x, something like that. Again, you have to apply by parts. Again, after that, x cube becomes x square. Again, you have to apply by parts. Again, that becomes x into something. Again you have to apply by parts. Several times you need to write by parts formula repeatedly. So the problem becomes very lengthy for you and it wastes a lot of time. So my suggestion would be, whenever this kind of problems are given for you, that means suppose if your expression is in the form of x power n into sin ax or cos ax or e power ax, then here I am giving a useful formula, shortcut formula. Apply that one, you can get the answer very easily. Say for example, suppose x square e power ax is there. How to solve? One is x square, another is e power ax. You know integrations of both the functions and differentiation of both the functions, but forget about it. So here this x square can be deuterated with a finite number of differentiation steps, whereas e power ax, even in integration and even in differentiation also, it is like that only. It remains constant, it remains stable. So in that case, what to do? The function which deuterates its degree while repetitions of differentiation step, you consider that as your first function, as I said, this one. So you write first the formula like this. So ఏం చేస్తారంటే మీరు, you consider first e power ax like this, and because formula is want to first function into integration of second function. Okay, so you write x square, this is your first function, and you write integration of e power ax like this. Integration of e power ax is what? E power ax by a. What I am doing is, the function which deuterates its degree, like x for x square or x power 4, whenever that function is given for you, you write the x square as it is, and you take integration of second function. This is your first step. Then what to do? You differentiate this one successively, you integrate this one successively. So differentiation of x square becomes 2x, differentiation of 2x becomes x, 2. Here integration of e power ax by a becomes e power ax by a square, and again integration becomes e power ax by a cube. You write alternatively plus or minus. Then you multiply and you write your answer as x square e power ax by a minus 2x e power ax by a square plus 2 e power ax by a cube. You add c, this could be the answer of your question. This is the very, very, very useful formula, and this formula is called the Euler's formula, and this is a super formula provided one of the function is in the form of what? X power n, and the second function is either is in the form of e power ax or sin ax or cos ax. For example, if it is the question given for you, what is integration of x cube into sin x dx? So here what I am doing is, since x cube becomes a constant with the finite number of differentiation, whereas sin x it never becomes constant even after infinite number of differentiations also. So it is your differentiation function, and this is your sin x as integration function. That is different. So write x cube as it is, and take integration of sin x as one step. What is integration of sin x? That is cos x. Because d by dx of sin x is equal to cos x, integration of cos x is equal to sin x, d by dx of cos x is equal to minus sin x, integration of sin x is minus cos x. Sorry. So now what I am doing is, I am differentiating x cube successively, and here I am integrating cos x successively. So integration differentiation of x cube is 3x square, next one is 6x, next one is 6. Bas. Here integration of minus cos x is what? Minus sin x. Integration of minus sin x is what? Cos x. Integration of cos x is what? Sin x. right? Write alternative plus or minuses. Write alternative plus or minuses. So what could be the answer finally? Minus x, multiply these two. X cube minus x cube cos x. Next, plus 3x square sin x plus 6x cos x minus 6 sin x plus c. Enough. How easily we are writing in a single step. Actually, 3 to 4 times repeatedly you have to find that integration. It becomes very lengthy for you. But with this, just in 1 second or in 1 minute, you can write the answer very easily and very quickly. Suppose integration x square cos x is sin x is there. So what is your first function? X square, that is a differentiation function. You write as it is. And you take what? Integration of sin x. Integration of sin x is what? Cos x. You got d by dx of sin x is cos x, and d by dx of cos x is equal to minus sin x. Integration of sin x is equal to minus cos x. Now what to do? Differentiate this one and integrate this one successively. After differentiation it becomes 2x. After differentiation it becomes 2. After integration it becomes what? Minus sin x. After integration it becomes what? Cos x. Right? Alternatively plus or minus. Now multiply and product. So my answer would be minus x square cos x plus 2x sin x plus 2 cos x plus c. This could be the answer. So this method is useful whenever one function is in the form of x power n and second function is in the form of either e power ax or sin ax or cos ax, whatever it may be the structure it is. This is concept number 1. Okay, my friends, this is about concept number 1. Now coming to concept number 2. Actually, this formula is derived by, it's an application of concept number 1 only. But even this is also the favorite formula for JEE mains and advanced examination. Here in this formula, integration e power x into f of x plus f dash x dx is equal to e power x into f of x. So if the structure of the problem is like this, integrand structure is like this, one function is there and a derivative of its second function is given for you, then answer could be e power x into f of x. And the more generalized version of this one is e power minus x f of x minus f dash x dx is equal to minus e power minus x f of x. Same or both are same. Only the difference is sign matters. Since the sign of x as minus x here, sign of x as what? Minus x here, and here instead of plus f dash x, minus f dash x is given. So the answer would be like this. This is more generalized version. It is more generalized version. Suppose integration e power ax f of x plus f dash x by a equal to e power ax f of x by a plus. Suppose my question is like this. Integration of e power x into x plus 1 plus x log x by x dx. Suppose this is the question given for you. Then what to do? Integration e power x, I can write this as, after separation, this is 1 by x plus log x. So here differentiation of log x is what? 1 by x as formula, as it is according to the formula. So answer would be e power x into log x plus. So the separation is very, very important. The separation of the formula is very, very important. In general, they are asking the questions in this format. Questions should repeat on this model. Suppose integration e power 2x sin 2x plus cos 2x by 2 dx. Suppose this is the question given for you. It is just like what? the given formula only. So here my f of x is sine 2x because the differentiation it is what? Cos 2x only. Cos 2x only. Because differentiation of sine 2x is cos 2x into 2. Of course, by 2 is there, that can be cancelled. 2 cos 2x, that can be cancelled. Suppose if it is the case, both are same. So it is just like this formula. So answer could be e power 2x sine 2x by 2 plus. Several times questions were repeated based on this fundamental. So you need to focus all the models which are available on this particular formula. There exist several beautiful problems based on this fundamental. So you practice all these formulae. This is about concept number 2, and this is what? Application of concept number 1 only. It is not at all the new question. It is just an application of what? Euler's formula or UV formula or by parts formula, I can say. I can also use that as what? Integration by parts formula. Now coming to another one. Integration of x power n into log x. Yeah, I have explained in all the cases other than this, because there I have explained x power n into sin ax or cos ax or e power ax. Suppose if x power n into log x is there, you can write a direct answer like this: x power n plus 1 by n plus 1 into log x minus 1 by n plus 1 plus c. Suppose integration x square log x is given for you. Actually, as I said just now, you have to you can also solve this problem very quickly with the help of the by parts formula. But with the help of this formula, you can write direct answer like this. So this is what? X cube by 3 into log x minus 1 by 3. Enough. Because if you are practicing like this only, you can save the problem, you can save the time also. Suppose integration x cube log x is given for you. Because sometimes what happens, while solving a standard integrands, one fine morning you can land with this final step. This as the final step. There, instead of solving the problem by applying UV method or something lengthy methods, better apply the formula directly. So what is integration x cube log x? It is in the form of x power n into log x. Therefore, answer would be x power 4 by 4 into log x minus 1 by 5. Log x by minus 1 by 4. 1 by 4 plus c. Because my n is 3 only. So without mistake, you can write and you can quickly solve the problems. This is concept number 2. All these 4 formulae are developed or they are extracted from concept number 1 only. Now coming to concept number 3. Again, this is also an application of by parts formula, my standard formula, e power ax sin bx plus c, and again e power ax cos bx plus c. This is e power ax sin bx plus c formula is integration e power ax by a square plus b square, a sin bx plus c minus, for sin minus comes, for cos plus comes. This is one important point. For sin, a sin bx plus c minus b cos bx plus c. For cos, it is a cos bx plus c plus b sin bx plus c. Suppose my question is like this: integration e power x into sin 2x dx. Actually, we have to apply by parts. Here, both the functions, if even after differentiation and after integration, no function terminates to or deteriorates to constants or diminishing to constants. It is not. They convert into constants. We even with n times of also, they never comes to the constant. That's why you have to apply this formula directly. So here my a is 1 and b is 2, c is 0. So this is, I can write this as what? E power x by, because e power ax by a square plus b square. A square means 1 square plus b square means 2 square into a sin, that is 1 sin 2x minus b cos, that is 2 cos 2x plus k or plus c. After simplification, it becomes what? E power x by 5 into sin 2x minus 2 cos 2x plus c. Very simple. So like that, you can save the time. Again, I am telling, they may give direct question, or sometimes while solving the problem you may end the question or integrand with this kind of structures. Whenever you are landing with this kind of structures, apply this formula immediately, you can solve the problem and you can get the answer very easily without wasting the time. Now coming to concept number 4. This is my favorite one, because suppose even this model is very important for board examinations also. The method is actually 1 by ax square. One quadratic expression is given for you. You have to write the linear factors for the quadratic, and after partial fraction it, you can separate them and you can integrate them. But it's a lengthy process. Suppose if I have given the question like this, what is integration of x square plus x plus 1 dx? Immediately, how to write it? How to write the answer quickly? Here my a is 1, b is 1, c is 1. So my b square minus 4 is, that is my delta. B square minus 4ac, that is what? B square means 1 minus 4ac means 4, that is minus 3 negative. So a is positive and delta is negative. So what could be the answer? So directly I can write my answer as what? 2 by root minus delta, that is 2 by root minus delta means minus of minus 3, that is 2 by root 3 tan inverse of f dash x means the differentiation of the function, that is 2x plus 1, because my f of x is this one, by root 3 plus c. So without splitting the quadratic into factors, you can write the formula directly. So answer would be what? 2 by root 3 tan inverse of 2x plus 1 by root 3. You can write it. You can save a lot of time. Again, while solving the integration problem, sometimes by substitution techniques, or sometimes you can get the integrand in the form of this model. Whenever the problem comes under this model, you can apply this formula very directly. Suppose this is the question. Integration dx by 1 plus 2x minus 3x square. 1 plus 2x minus 3x square. So here my a is minus 3, please. Here my a is minus 3, that is negative. Apply this one. And what is my delta? Delta is b square minus 4ac. B square means 4 minus 4ac plus 12, that is 16. That is my delta. So what could be the answer? So as per the question, so 1 by root delta, that is 1 by root 16 log mod, ln means log mod root 16 minus of f dash x. What is f dash x? Minus of 2 minus 6x by root 16 plus of 2 minus 6x. You simplify this, you can get the answer very directly. So these are very useful shortcuts while solving the problems in indefinite integration. Again, suppose if your integrand is like this, suppose this is 2x plus 1 by x square plus x plus 2 dx. Suppose this is the question given for you. So here my p is 2. So p by 2a, a means 1, p by 2a, that is 2 by 2 log mod denominator, that is x square plus x plus 2 plus q minus bp by 2a. What is my q? That is 1 minus what is my b? My b is 1, b into my p. P is 2 by 2a. 2 into a is 1. Integration of dx by denominator. That is what? X square plus x plus 2. So this is what? Log mod x square plus x plus 2 plus this is what? 2 gets cancelled, and 1 minus 1, that becomes 0. 1 minus 1, that becomes 0. So entire thing is becomes 0. So directly I can get what? Log mod x square plus x plus 2. The reason is what? Very simple. Actually it is in the form of what? Integration f dash x by f of x. What is integration f dash x by f of x? Log mod f of x. So you can write answer that like that only. So concept number 4 and concept number 5 are interlinked one. So whenever they are asking this kind of models, instead of solving them or by writing the factors and after converting them into partial fractions, that is all nonsense for you. So please don't waste your time while solving this kind of models, especially in examinations. Okay, in the regular method is different. Suppose integration 2x plus 3 by x square plus 6x plus 4 dx is there. So what to do? P by P means 2 by 2a, 2 into 2 is 1. Log mod denominator x square plus 6x plus 4 plus q minus, what is my q? My q is 3 minus, my q is what? 3 minus bp by 2a, my b is what? 6 into my p is what? 2 by 2a, 2 into my a is what? 1 into integration dx by denominator x square plus 6x plus 4. This is what, again after simplification, log mod x square plus 6x plus 4, and here after simplification 2 gets cancelled, 3 minus 6 is equal to minus 3, integration dx by x square plus 6x plus 4. Now how to solve this one? Apply concept number 4. You can save a lot of time. So my friends, these 5 concepts and 5 problems, these are the most important models. Apply them and solve the problems very quickly. Hope you enjoy this. If you like this, you please share and subscribe my channel, and we will meet with the next video, that is season 2 series 3 soon. Thank you. Wish you all the best.